The image of ancient humans living brutally short lives is a common one. We often envision them struggling to survive in a world filled with relentless dangers and hardships. We imagine a world of constant danger and hardship where every day was a battle against the elements and predators. Reaching the age of 30 seems like a remarkable feat, a rare milestone in a life cut short by the brutal realities of prehistoric existence. However, this perception is often wrong. The idea that ancient humans lived short, harsh lives is being challenged by new scientific discoveries. Recent research paints a different picture. Studies of ancient human remains suggest that many individuals lived much longer than previously thought. Ancient humans might have lived longer than we think. Fossil evidence indicates that some individuals reached ages comparable to modern humans. Fossils tell the stories of individuals who reached old age, showing signs of wear and tear that come with a long life. These discoveries challenge our assumptions about the past. They reveal that ancient humans were not just surviving, but thriving in their environments. The lives of ancient humans were undoubtedly challenging. They had to hunt for food, gather resources, and protect themselves from numerous threats. They faced threats from predators, disease, and starvation. Yet, despite these challenges, they managed to build communities and develop complex social structures. Yet they also possessed resilience, adaptability, and strong social bonds. These qualities were crucial for their survival and success. These qualities contributed to their survival. Their ability to work together and support one another was key to overcoming the many obstacles they faced. By exploring the evidence, we can gain a more accurate understanding of how long ancient humans really lived. This new perspective helps us appreciate the complexity and resilience of our ancestors. To understand ancient longevity, we must distinguish between two concepts: life expectancy and lifespan. These terms are often used interchangeably, but they have distinct meanings and implications, especially when analyzing historical data. Life expectancy at birth is an average. It is calculated by taking the mean age at death of a population. This figure gives us a snapshot of the overall health and living conditions of a society at a given time. It reflects the overall health of a population, including factors like nutrition, medical care, and living conditions. A higher life expectancy generally indicates better health and well-being. However, it is heavily influenced by infant mortality rates. High infant mortality can significantly lower the average life expectancy, even if many individuals live to an old age. High infant mortality drags down the average. In many ancient societies, a large number of children did not survive past infancy, which skews the life expectancy figures downward. Lifespan, on the other hand, refers to the maximum potential lifespan of an individual. This is the age that the oldest individuals in a population can reach, assuming they survive past the vulnerable early years. Imagine a community where many infants die. The average life expectancy might be low, perhaps in the 20s or 30s, due to the high infant mortality rate. The average life expectancy might be low, perhaps in the 20s or 30s. But this doesn't mean everyone died young. Those who survived childhood often lived much longer. But this doesn't mean everyone died young. Those who survived childhood often lived much longer. They could reach their 50s, 60s, or even older, enjoying a full and productive life. Those who survived childhood often lived much longer. They might have reached their 50s, 60s, or even older. This discrepancy highlights the importance of understanding the context behind the numbers. They might have reached their 50s, 60s, or even older. Therefore, focusing solely on life expectancy at birth can be misleading. It is crucial to consider both life expectancy and lifespan to get a complete picture of historical longevity. Therefore, focusing solely on life expectancy at birth can be misleading. By understanding the difference between life expectancy and lifespan, we can better appreciate the complexities of historical demographics and the true nature of ancient longevity. To gain insights into ancient lifespans, we can look to modern hunter-gatherer groups. These groups live in ways that resemble our ancient ancestors. They rely on foraging and hunting for sustenance. They have similar social structures and face comparable environmental challenges. By studying their demographics, we can glean valuable information about the past. Research shows that hunter-gatherers who survive childhood often live long lives. Many reach their 60s and 70s. Some even live into their 80s. These findings suggest that ancient humans who lived in similar conditions may have experienced comparable lifespans. Homo erectus was an early human ancestor who lived between 1.8 million and 117,000 years ago. They were the first hominids to migrate out of Africa, spreading across Asia and Europe. Fossil evidence from Dmanisi, Georgia, provides intriguing insights into their lifespans. The old man of Dmanisi was an elderly Homo erectus individual. He had lost all of his teeth long before his death. This suggests that he received care and support from his social group. He likely lived into his 40s or 50s, demonstrating that early humans were capable of reaching advanced ages. Section 5. Neanderthals, compassionate care and evidence of extended lifespans. Neanderthals were close relatives of Homo sapiens. They lived in Europe and Asia from around 400,000 to 40,000 years ago. Like Homo erectus, Neanderthals also provide evidence of individuals reaching old age. The fossil record reveals instances of compassionate care for the elderly. Shanidar 1, a Neanderthal skeleton from Iraq, tells a remarkable story. This individual lived into his 40s or 50s, despite severe disabilities. He had a withered arm, a fractured eye socket, and signs of arthritis. His survival suggests that Neanderthals cared for their elderly and valued their presence in the community. Section 6. Early Homo sapiens surviving into old age in the Upper Paleolithic. The Upper Paleolithic period, spanning from 50,000 to 10,000 years ago, marks a significant period in human evolution. During this time, Homo sapiens developed sophisticated tools, art, and cultural practices. Fossil evidence from this era also provides insights into their lifespans. Skeletal remains from Cro-Magnon, France, show that early Homo sapiens individuals lived into their 40s and 50s. Some skeletons exhibit signs of arthritis and other age-related conditions. Their survival suggests that they received care and support from their communities, allowing them to live longer lives. Section 7. Revered elders, the vital roles of seniors in prehistoric societies. In prehistoric societies, elders played crucial roles. They were repositories of knowledge, experience, and wisdom. Their insights were invaluable for survival. They possessed knowledge of hunting grounds, plant lore, and social customs. They were storytellers, mentors, and mediators. Elders' contributions extended beyond practical skills. They played vital roles in maintaining social cohesion and transmitting cultural traditions. They helped resolve conflicts, provided guidance to younger generations, and ensured the continuity of their communities. Their presence was essential for the well-being of the group. Section 8. Geronticide, a rare practice in times of extreme scarcity. Geronticide, the killing of the elderly, is sometimes mentioned as a possibility in prehistoric societies. While there are rare historical examples of this practice, it is important to note that it was not widespread. Geronticide typically occurred in situations of extreme resource scarcity, such as during famines or migrations. In most cases, prehistoric societies valued their elderly and provided care for them. The evidence suggests that geronticide was an exception rather than the rule. The elderly were respected members of their communities and their contributions were recognized and appreciated. Section 9. Debunking the myth, ancient humans, and the reality of longer lives. The notion that ancient humans rarely lived past 30 is a misconception. This idea often stems from a misunderstanding of historical data and averages. While high infant mortality rates undoubtedly impacted average life expectancy, those who survived childhood often lived long lives. Many ancient societies had elders who played crucial roles in their communities. Fossil evidence and studies of modern hunter-gatherers challenge this myth. These studies show that individuals who made it past the vulnerable early years could live into their 60s or even 70s. Ancient humans were resilient, adaptable, and resourceful. They developed sophisticated tools and techniques to hunt, gather, and later farm, which supported their communities and extended their lives. They formed strong social bonds and cared for their elderly. Elders were often revered for their wisdom and experience, contributing to the social and cultural fabric of their societies. Their lifespans, while undoubtedly influenced by environmental factors, were not as short as often portrayed. Different regions and lifestyles led to varying lifespans, but many ancient humans lived full, rich lives. By understanding the difference between life expectancy and lifespan, and by examining the archaeological and anthropological evidence, we can gain a more accurate and nuanced understanding of how long ancient humans really lived. This deeper insight helps us appreciate the complexity and resilience